Welcome to the roundtable for our next production, 37 Postcards, with director Don Taylor and actors Doug Monson, Christine Jolly, and Jackie Smola. Actor Doug Monson will begin with director Don Taylor.
Don, what a wacky script. How did you find it?
Well, I actually, for several years, have had two sources for scripts. One of them sitting right next to you, Christine Jolly, and the other, our stage manager, Amanda Nell, who I think they have absolutely no time in the world, but manage to read 1,000 scripts a year and say, "Hey, Don, read this." And I read them, and I think the last three to four shows I directed were found in that fashion.
So, this family is very eclectic. What can the audience expect from this group?
Eclectic, that's a good word, a clean word to describe this family. They're absolutely insane, or are they? Only a ticket to the show will give you the answer to that. The son is perfectly sane, and therein lies the comedy, when he has to come home and deal with his entirely crazy family after being away for 8 years. But they're also very loving family. So I think it's one of those, you hear the phrase, "Oh, it made me laugh, it made me cry." Usually that's nonsense. This is one of those that actually will make you laugh and make you cry. Bring tissue. Now, speaking of family, Christine, tell us about your character in the play.
Well, Evelyn is the mother of this dysfunctional family, and she pretty much is the epitome of the old saying, when you're poor and crazy, you're just crazy, but when you're rich and crazy, you're eccentric. She's about as eccentric as they come. She has had this serious chaos in her life, and to get herself through it, she's made up her own little world, and she's very happy there. And her son Avery comes home and kind of starts to mess with that world. So she's a great character. She really loves her family more than anything else in the entire world. And that's what makes her so much fun to me. Doug, do you have an eclectic family member that you want to tell us about?
Yes, and it's me. I am definitely the most eclectic person in my family. I love everything from acting to racing motorcycles, and from Star Wars to Shakespeare. Pretty much everything in between. All different kinds of music, and that's just me. I'm a weird individual. Jackie, you play Nana, the 97-year-old grandmother who's a little bit feisty. How fun is that?
Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. This 97-year-old is a pistol, and she doesn't hold anything back. I'm having a lot of fun with the help of our director, just kind of what I call getting my Lucy on. A lot of comedy. I'm changing my appearance so that I look more of like a 97-year-old woman. And I'm just enjoying this process of bringing this character to life. She's a lot of fun. Yeah. Speaking of which, I've done a lot of shows with this gentleman. Don, you've directed several shows here at Jewel Box. Do you know how many you've done, and do you have a favorite?
To be perfectly honest, I have no idea how many shows I've done. I would say 10 or 12. I have never counted them because it just keeps going. I don't want to put a number on it or a scale of any kind. I just want to keep doing it. I'm going to give a really cheesy answer. As for a favorite, I haven't directed my favorite yet. I couldn't pick one. I have so much fun at Jewel Box. I couldn't possibly pick a favorite. So there's no way. And I haven't done all I'm going to do, God willing, and haven't done my favorite yet. Christine, you also work both on stage and backstage as well. Do you have a preference of one over the other?
I really don't. They're both so different. What I have found is when I'm on stage for a long time, I start to want to get backstage again and kind of do that for a little bit. And then if I'm backstage for too long, I start to get a real hankering to get back on stage, because that way I can kind of get all of the experience all at the same time. So I don't really have a favorite. I just like them both.
I don't like backstage. They do all the work. I'll just stay in front. Jackie, this is your first year on the Jewel Box Board of Advisors. Welcome. So tell us a little something about that.
That's a really good question. This is my first year on the Jewel Box Advisory Board, and I did not know what all that entailed until I sat down at the table with these people, and it's been wonderful. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes that you never know about, and it has to be done in order to make things run smoothly and to help the process. And the advisory board is full of these people that just absolutely love the theater, and they're passionate about it, and they want to do what they can to support the art. And it's a lot of fun being a part of that and helping them out. And I'm kind of in awe of all that they do, because I had no idea myself of how much they're involved in presenting what we do to the public here. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm grateful to be there.
37 Postcards plays Thursday through Saturday at 8 p.m. and Sunday at 2:30 p.m. For reservations, call 521-1786 between 1 and 6 p.m.